Hey there, science fans! Have you ever wondered how majestic mountains can turn into tiny grains of sand? It's like magic, but it's actually science. It's all thanks to a process called weathering. Weathering is how rocks break down into smaller pieces. It's happening all around us, even if we don't always notice it. Weathering is super important because it helps create the soil where plants grow, and you know what that means: food for us. Without weathering, Earth would be a very different place. Think about it: no towering mountains, no sandy beaches, not even any dirt for our gardens. Weathering is a slow and steady process. It's like a natural sculptor slowly shaping and reshaping the Earth's surface over millions of years. Pretty cool, right? Now, there are two main types of weathering: mechanical weathering and chemical weathering. Mechanical weathering is like using a hammer to break a rock into smaller pieces. The rock's composition doesn't change, just its size. Imagine a tree root growing into a crack in a rock. As the root gets bigger, it pushes the crack wider and wider, eventually splitting the rock apart. That's mechanical weathering in action. Even water freezing and expanding inside cracks can cause rocks to break apart. Chemical weathering is different. It's like using a magic potion to dissolve a rock. It happens when chemicals in the air or water react with the minerals in rocks, changing their composition. Think about what happens when you leave your bike outside in the rain. The metal parts might start to rust. That's chemical weathering caused by a reaction between iron, oxygen, and water. Once rocks are broken down by weathering, they don't just stay put. They go on an exciting adventure called erosion. Erosion is the movement of weathered rock and soil from one place to another. Wind, water, and ice are like nature's transportation system, picking up and carrying away those tiny pieces of rock. Have you ever seen a dust storm? That's wind erosion in action. Rivers carrying sediment downstream, that's water erosion. And glaciers carving out valleys, that's ice erosion. Erosion can happen slowly over time, or it can happen quickly during powerful storms or floods. It's like a giant conveyor belt constantly reshaping the Earth's surface. So where do all those weathered and eroded rocks end up? They eventually settle down in a new place through a process called deposition. Deposition is like rocks finding a new home after a long journey. When wind, water, or ice lose energy, they drop the rocks and sediment they've been carrying. This can happen at the bottom of a hill, at the mouth of a river, or even in the middle of the ocean. Deposition creates all sorts of amazing landforms. Think about sandy beaches formed by ocean waves depositing sand, or deltas created by rivers depositing sediment at their mouths. Even majestic sand dunes in the desert are formed by wind deposition. So there you have it. Weathering, erosion, and deposition are like a never-ending cycle, constantly shaping and reshaping our planet. Next time you're outside, see if you can spot any signs of these amazing processes in action.